Okay, awesome. Looks like we're live. Hello, everyone. Going to give everyone a few minutes to join us. I'm getting ready to talk about anything that you want to know from starting your own bookkeeping business or working from home as a virtual self-employed bookkeeper, where you can make a minimum of $100 an hour, even if you have no prior experience. And success is just around the corner. So what are you waiting for? I would love to know what your questions are, what's making you hesitate and wanting to do something like this, and let's decide if it's the right fit for you. So thank you again, everyone, for joining. We do these lives every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, so we can answer all of your questions and help you determine if this is the right path for you and your family. So I'm an open book. I love to share my journey and my experiences. I love to talk about how awesome all the students are doing. I'm happy to share anything about the program. I will tell you pros, cons, ups, downs, anything that you want to know about the Bookkeeper Academy and about becoming a bookkeeper. So please keep the questions coming. If you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hey there, Karine. Good to see you. Hey, Carrie. Awesome. So glad you guys are here. So yes, definitely say hi. Let me know how you're doing. If you're in the Academy, please let everyone know that you're in there, when you started, how your journey's been, what you think of it. If you feel like, you know, other people should do this too, definitely let them know what your thoughts are. Gary's here from Virginia. All right. Valeria says, just joined today. Hey, congratulations. I'm so excited for your journey. How exciting. So excited to start. And yes, I'm a bit overwhelmed. Where do I start? Okay, great question. So the first thing that you have to do, Valeria, is get into the Piece of Cake support group, Facebook group. And once you're in there, then there's a quick 5-minute video that you will watch, and that will tell you exactly what to do, exactly what your next steps are. So you'll be going through the units section. I think Facebook changed it to guides section now. And then you'll just follow the steps on there. It'll tell you the exact order to watch all the videos, and it'll tell you exactly how to get set up and ready to go so that you can get that first client as soon as you want to get that client, super fast, and start making money and get that return on your investment. So definitely watch that quick video. Come to the Zoom calls. You should also have all the Zoom calls on your calendar shortly if you don't have them already. And no questions are stupid questions. They're all great questions. Everyone in the group has been in your shoes before, so don't hesitate to ask any questions that come up or that you can think of when you join, because everybody's very willing to help and they remember what it was like to be in your shoes not that long ago. So don't be afraid to ask for help and post in the group anytime. And congratulations on your journey. Hey there, An. Nice to see you here. Laura says, fellow Casey gal here. All right, from Peculiar. Awesome. I actually had some clients in Peculiar whenever I was working at a CPA firm before I started my business. So very familiar with that area. And I used to live in Lee Summit also. So very cool, Laura. Hey, Bonnie, how's it going? How's the business going? Bonnie's in our group, in our support group. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Nancy, I just launched for business last week and have been working on marketing. Everyone in the Academy are very helpful, and I love the mindset calls with Megan. Awesome, yes. Megan has a superpower with mindset stuff, so she's definitely a good person to follow when you're really wanting to work on mindset, because that's like 80% of what we have to do to grow this business is constantly working on our mindset. And Megan has mastered that skill, and she is always working on it and always helping other people to work on it. So she is just absolutely perfect for those calls. So anything that you can do to mimic how Megan acts around her mindset and around clients and manifesting things that come into our life, you're not in the wrong spot. You're in great hands with Megan. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, so for those of you that are new to the group, if you haven't met me or you haven't been on a live yet, my name is Tiffani Higgins. I am a CPA. I started a bookkeeping business back in 2015 when my third child was born, and I was working at a CPA firm, a lot of hours during tax season. Basically, the majority of my check went to a nanny, And I was missing out on doing a lot of stuff for my kids. I had a lot of mom guilt. And then when my third daughter came along and I had to leave her all day when she was like 2 months old, it was just such a terrible feeling that I couldn't go through it a third time. So I decided to just cold turkey quit my job right after tax season. And I thought I'll just pick up a couple of bookkeeping clients, no big deal. I don't need to pay for my nanny anymore. So I really don't need that much money to make up the difference. But what ended up happening was I found out that it was actually really easy to get bookkeeping clients. And not only was it easy, but people are willing to pay a premium for this kind of a service because it's something that they need so much. And they also want to work with someone that they trust more than somebody that has a bazillion different certifications. So it was really easy to find clients. And before I knew it, I had enough clients that my husband was able to quit his job. So, and actually that happened within a 7-month time span. I launched my business. I filed for the LLC in April of 2015, kind of launched my business, a soft launch late May, and started picking up my first clients in June. And by Christmas Eve, my husband quit his job. I had enough clients that it covered all of our monthly bills. Now, of course, like we weren't super comfortable with that, but it was very quickly that we were able to add even more clients with my husband home and us taking turns with the kids. I was able to work even more on my business, which then allowed us to grow it so much that it really changed our whole family's lives. We were able to basically buy a brand new car, a brand new van, almost in cash. I had a loan, but we paid it off within like a couple of months, like 4 or 5 months, like a ridiculously quick amount. I had an entire year's worth of my house payment in my savings account. So I didn't even have to worry about that anymore. And after the first year in business, we ended up going on a 16-day vacation across the country. And I was able to kind of work as I was going and kind of do the bare minimum. And then when we got back, I was able to get caught up. So this job is so incredibly flexible that it just really can change your life in ways that you really haven't even imagined before. So super exciting to be able to do something like this. And if you have any questions about how this might look for your life or your family, please ask on here, or you can also grab a copy of my ebook if you want to hear that story in a little bit more depth and get some actionable steps in order to apply it and get started yourself. So let me drop that link in here real quick. And that way you guys can grab a copy of the ebook if you haven't already. And where is it? It is right here. I'm going to put that link in here for all the newbies in here and want to check out the ebook. Let's see, I've got some questions, I think, popping up already. Carmela said, I started your book today on chapter 5. Awesome. Carmela, tell me what you think. What do you think of the book so far? Is it exciting, inspiring? What do you think? Hey, Alyssa, I'm so honored that you are watching my live. You are so sweet. Corinne says the support group is an amazing group to be part of. You can still go on your own pace and know that you have a large group of wonderful people to support you. I'm thankful for this group. We are thankful that you are with us as well. And if I'm not mistaken, it's hard for me to keep up with all the different wins and successes from all the students, but you were able to quit your job not too long ago, right? And now you're focusing on this as your main gig. Let me know. I think so. Carmela says, how do I start my own bookkeeping? So I love that question. So there's a couple different things. Anyone can really start a bookkeeping business. You don't actually have to go get an accounting degree and work for a CPA firm and get your CPA license. You don't have to do any of that to do bookkeeping, especially if you're in the US or Canada, or even in the UK. You don't need any specific qualifications or certifications in order to do bookkeeping. So all in all, you could teach yourself this skill. Now, my academy and our course and everything that comes along with this program is designed to help you skip over all the trial and error so that you avoid making the common mistakes that everybody makes when they start a business and learn a new skill. So if you want to fast track yourself to success and avoid a lot of frustration and wasted time, then you can join our do-it-yourself courses or our Bookkeeper Academy and really catapult your success and start and make this business something that you really enjoy instead of something that is stressful and frustrating for you. So if you want to get started, let me share my screen here and I'll kind of show you a few of the options that we have. Okay. So if you go to our website, it's called stayatHomeBookkeeper.com. You'll be able to grab a copy of the ebook from there. I just updated this link, so hopefully it'll work for you guys. If it doesn't, please send us an email, info@tiffanihiggins.com, or message our business page, or just post in here if you have any trouble. But this tells a little bit about myself and about the Academy. You can see a lot of the student reviews on here. We have tons of student reviews. We have tons of success stories. These are all from students that went through the Academy over the last year and are now either in our Elite Mastermind or they are acting as student mentors in our Bookkeeper Academy. So just a few short months ago, less than a year ago, these people were brand new to bookkeeping, no experience, and now they've tripled their income and working part-time, tripled it in their spare time while they're still taking care of kids and working their current jobs. And now not only do they have this amazing business, but now they get to come back and they actually get to work in the Bookkeeper Academy too and share their experiences and help other people grow their businesses as well. So it's really, really, really exciting. So you can watch some of the video testimonials from these ladies too and get an idea of what it would be like. There's also this really awesome calculator on our website. And this shows you how many clients it would take for you to replace your income or to cover your bills, and how many hours a week that it would take to complete the work. So if you're making, let's say, $5,000 a month right now, or you need $5,000 a month to cover all of your bills in order to quit your job and everything, you need about approximately 10 clients. Small clients. These aren't big clients. They're not large, complicated ones. Some small to medium-sized clients is all that you need. And once you get those clients, to actually do the bookkeeping for those clients, it's going to take you about 10 to 16 hours a week to do the work. And the high range is just for newbies. Once you have these clients for a couple of months, then you are going to be on the lower range. And maybe even lower than that. So most of my students make $100 an hour, and a lot of times they make even more working with their current clients, especially as they get more and more efficient with the work. So we show you how to price in fixed packages. So that way, as you get more efficient, your hourly rate goes up and you don't have to worry about losing money because you're getting better at your job, which is great. But if you're working 50 hours a week, or you're gone from home 50 plus hours a week, and to bring in that $5,000 a month, imagine only having to work 10 hours a week for that same pay. So it's pretty awesome. This is not unusual. This is normal. This is what most of my students make. This is definitely what I was making. You can make anywhere between $200,000 and $250,000 a year if you want to work 40 hours a week. So it's pretty amazing. You can also make more than that if you hire a team. So I'll talk about that here in a minute. But if you're ready to get started, you know that this is something you want to do, or you want to talk about it a little bit more, think about it a little bit more. We have a lot of information on our website, probably too much. We have these three options here are our main programs. So these are the different ways that you can get started. If you're somebody that has some experience and you don't really want support, or maybe you want to dabble in this a little bit on your own and see where it goes, and you're not really in a rush to get this going, to change your circumstances, that kind of thing, you can enroll in the bookkeeping course. And this has everything that you need to know to get started with your home-based bookkeeping business, even if you have no experience. So it is designed for beginners, and it's very easy to understand, easy to get through. It includes quite a few different small little courses that I've put together. You'll learn everything you need to know about bookkeeping basics and financial statements, how to be an expert in QuickBooks Online so that you can use it for yourself and multiple clients, and how to set up your business for success. So you know what programs to use on the back end, you know how to have partnerships with other people so that way you can really help your clients, setting up your LLC, your bank account, tax ID number, all of the important stuff. We walk you through all of that. We also show you how to provide amazing service to your clients. So that's from like the initial conversations, onboarding them, completing their cleanup work or their back work if they are behind in their bookkeeping, and then how to do the ongoing work from month to month, how to close out the year at the end of the year so they have reports for tax time and all that good stuff. And then we have a big chunk section on marketing and mindset. And this is all ways that you can get clients. And most of the ways that we recommend in this marketing module are free or very, very inexpensive. We don't want you guys to spend a whole lot of money on marketing, and you don't need to. You can find clients really easily and for very low cost and almost no cost. So that is full of different ways that you can do that for very cheap, very inexpensive, and also a lot of tips and tricks to help keep this fun and light and keep your mind in the right spot so you actually enjoy this process and you don't get stressed out. So now if you join our Bookkeeper Academy in addition, you will actually get the bookkeeping course and all of our coursework for free. We have a lot of extra bonus coursework on our website that we have available to students that's not included in the bookkeeping course, and you also get those things for free if you're in the Bookkeeper Academy. You also get to be part of our exclusive Piece of Cake support group for around-the-clock help for our students. So you've got a whole team of people that are going to be, they're dedicated to helping you succeed and making sure all of your questions gets answered, whether it's posted in the group or asked on a Zoom call. You're going to get those questions answered and get the help that you need and not have to spend so much time trying to figure it out yourself and researching and learning and all that kind of stuff. We will teach you, we will show you, we will help shortcut your path to success. So if you hop right into the Academy, you get all of the bookkeeping course stuff for free. So it's really a great idea for people to get into the Bookkeeper Academy first. Oh, and we like to be very, very transparent here. We don't like to trick anybody into calls or anything like that. So just so you all know, the bookkeeping course is $997, and you can get that anytime by going to our website. The Bookkeeper Academy. This one is right now currently an investment of $8,200 for 12 full months of support. So we have this designed. Most programs, you're not going to get more than 2 to 3 months of support for any kind of mentorship program that you have. We actually provide 12 months of support. And it's really amazing because we really want our students to succeed no matter what they're juggling. You have 5 kids and you're working full time and you want to start this. It might take you longer than somebody else that maybe has 1 kid and works part-time or something like that. You know, everybody's situations are different. Everybody also has different goals that they want to achieve. So we give you a lot of time in the Bookkeeper Academy to be able to do that. But now, with that being said, we have it set up to where you can actually start making money within the first couple of weeks of joining. So you can really utilize that 12 months of being in the Academy to get yourself to the point where you're making $8,200 a month in reoccurring revenue month after month. So it's definitely possible to hit that target by the time that your 12 months is up. Even if you don't, you will be on track to be able to do that at some point if it is your goal. You'll have all the tools that you need by the time the 12 months is up. So plenty of time in there to get everything that you need to be successful. We have weekly Zoom calls, a lot of Zoom calls in there with our team. 3 of them each week are going to be like office hour Q&A type calls where you can ask any question you want and our team will help you. And if you have a specific question that it pertains to like a client that you have and you might need to share your screen, you can actually do a private breakout room with one of our student mentors and be able to share your screen and get personalized help in a private confidential room. So it's really amazing. So you've got that. We also have mindset calls we do every week, which we do like a book club and we help with goal setting. We do extra trainings here and there. We just did an extra training last month with Robin, one of our student mentors, and she was showing everyone how to use QuickBooks Desktop. And then we have sales training from Eileen. She's one of our sales team members here at the Bookkeeper Academy. And she comes in every other Friday and she does a training on how to talk to clients and how to feel good about it, how to convert them from potential leads into actual clients that pay you money. So she helps you with that. And then Becca designs all of our websites, and she comes every Saturday to a Zoom call where you can get all your questions answered about the website design and how to make any small tweaks or edits to it that you want. When you originally joined the Bookkeeper Academy, we design your website for you completely. And not only is it a website, but it actually has an automated onboarding program at the back of the website so that you can have your clients go through a series of videos so they understand what they need to get to you in order for you to do their job. So you don't actually have to onboard them. They can self-onboard with the website. We get tons of compliments from the website, and it's really nice for students to be able to get started in the program and not have to worry about fumbling around with the website. And it's just kind of one more thing that gives people a little bit of confidence and a boost to go out there and get clients. You don't actually even need a website to get clients, but we noticed our students were still struggling and they couldn't get past that. So we decided to start offering that just to help you guys in one more way to be able to get clients faster. So that is included for free in the Bookkeeper Academy. The program we use for the website design does have a monthly fee, so you can opt to not do that if you want, but if you do want us to design it, then you do have to use the program that we use. But it's a beautiful website and a beautiful program. You get access to all sorts of other coursework, which I mentioned, and we also do financial statement reviews. So for every client that you have, we will review the books for you, send you a video back. The videos range anywhere from 15 to 60 minutes long, just depending on how big your client is. So you get a lot of really great detail and a really great feedback on the things you're doing right, and also the things that maybe you need to change. So it's really, really awesome. You have a lot of peace of mind that you are doing a great job for your clients. And when you get that first client, everyone's always a little bit nervous to get the first client. So we offer unlimited one-on-one Zoom calls with our team members. Most of the time, I believe Megan is the one that hops on those calls with you. And she walks you through every step of doing the books for that client from start to finish, so you can get through the whole process with grace and with efficiency and just totally wow your first client. And once you go through that process once, really you've got it down. So the second, third, fourth client just kind of solidifies everything that you've learned. And then from there, you really will feel like a pro. After you've had your fourth client, you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe I learned so much and I'm doing this and it's amazing and it's really not that hard. So that's what the Bookkeeper Academy is all about. We're all about helping you guys make money ASAP and make money while you're learning. There's no reason why you have to trudge through 4 years of school, rack up student loan debt, and then get out and not have any experience and still have to, work your way up the totem pole. So the Bookkeeper Academy is designed to help you start making money and get paid while you're learning. So that's what that's about. And then we also have an elite mastermind. So this is the same situation. If you join the elite mastermind first, you get the bookkeeping course and everything in the Bookkeeper Academy for free in the elite mastermind. But a lot of students graduate into the elite mastermind also from the Bookkeeper Academy. So the elite mastermind is a program that's designed more in a small group fashion and more so with myself. And we help you transform the awesome bookkeeping business that you're building or that you've built and help you become the CEO and hire a team to perform the work and learn how to basically have an empire. So when you do that, you can actually even make a lot more than $100 an hour. We have students in the group that have gone from making, I'm sure you guys may have seen the post a while back, $10 to $15 an hour at their normal employment to making $100 an hour when they became a bookkeeping business owner to making $330 an hour when they joined the elite mastermind. So it's really awesome when you leverage a team and you start offloading some of that work and becoming, putting yourself in the higher level position where you're overseeing work. And it's also really great because then you can support other people that maybe don't want to start a business. They just want a few hours here and there. And that money can really make a huge difference for a lot of people. So it's a really great feeling to be able to hire people to help them with their finances too, and then you can make even more money, and you're not tied to your workload so much. So it's amazing. We also in the Elite Mastermind offer a lot of flexibility. We have a lot of extra coaching programs depending on what your needs are, but one of the main things that we offer are Facebook ads and a LinkedIn campaign as well. So there's just so much awesome stuff going on in there right now. So those are the three main options if you want to do something with our company. The Elite Mastermind is a $25,000 investment. Again, you get everything in the bookkeeping course, the Bookkeeper Academy, and then myself and all of the other coaches that are in the mastermind to help you like put your marketing on steroids and also learn how to be that CEO of your business and hire employees. So it's really, really exciting stuff. Okay, let me see if I've got any questions here. And then you guys definitely, if you have questions too, we love hopping on calls with people. So just go ahead and book a call with us if you want to chat through these three options up here and really determine which one is going to be best for your family. A lot of people too, when they hear about this stuff and they want to do it, then they think, well, how the heck am I going to come up with this chunk of money? Most people don't have this kind of money in their savings. When you become a bookkeeping business owner, though, you will. But most people don't have it right away, and that's okay. We have a lot of options for you guys to get funding. We have a funding specialist that takes applications, and a lot of our students utilize the funding specialist, and there's no prepayment penalties on that stuff either. So a lot of people have paid it back. Chelsea in our academy, she, I believe, has paid off the funding specialist investment in like 6 months or something, maybe even less. So it's really, really exciting. So we can help you walk through that. There's no commitment. You can actually even apply in about 5 or 6 minutes. You'll get a pre-approval within a couple of hours or the next business day. And then you hop on a call with them and they will go over options. And at that point, if you decide to move forward, then they actually do a credit check, but they don't ding your credit or anything before that. And you can see what your options are with like, no obligation, no risk. We have a lot of students that also have a lot of success getting business loans or personal loans from their bank. So if you have a bank that you've used for years, the banks have been really open to lending money for this kind of stuff. And now a lot of people want to join the Bookkeeper Academy, but they hesitate because they are trying to pay off debt and they don't want to create more debt for themselves in order to do this. But a lot of students that join the Bookkeeper Academy are actually able to pay off their student loans and their husband's student loans and other debt so much faster than if they wouldn't have joined. So think of the investment into the academy or into the mastermind as planting a seed to a really fruitful money tree. So that way you can then just pick money off of that tree and dump it wherever you want when you get this going. So I really promise it's true. And like every time you get a new client, a lot of times they have they're unorganized and they haven't kept up with their bookkeeping. So they all need cleanup work. And the cleanup work usually ends up being anywhere from $500 to $1,000, sometimes $2,000, sometimes $5,000 to start up. So you get this big bonus every time you get a new client. And then from there, you get a small to medium sized monthly fee moving forward. So not only do you have additional reoccurring revenue, but then you also have this big like sign-on bonus basically, which is so exciting and so fantastic. And Megan Tidwell in our academy, I believe she had a client with cleanup work that she was able to get like 10 grand for. So there's just so much opportunity, and one client can really cover the entire investment for you guys. So it's really, really exciting. So yes, book a call. I'm going to put this link in here. So this is where you can go to book a call, and you can also watch the videos. I guess it's taking time to load, but the videos are on here as well for the prior students, and we have tons more also. Okay, so I need to check and see what questions I'm missing now. Joe says, hi, I'm Joe from New Zealand. I'm part of the academy. Yes, taking a bit longer to get started than I thought, but I'm making progress. So getting there. Awesome. Thanks for the update, Joe. If there's anything that we can do to help you speed up your process, let me know. I'm happy to point you in the right direction. Carrie says, I have a question that I'm a little embarrassed to ask. I was telling my partner about the program and he said that accountants get yelled at a lot by their clients. I certainly don't get that impression from everything you've said, but I thought I'd ask just to get it off my mind. He's otherwise supportive, thankfully. I'm guessing that we set expectations from the beginning. Yeah, absolutely. So I would say I can see what your husband is saying. I've seen people get frustrated with their accountants in the past, and I think more so their tax accountants, not their bookkeepers. Usually, business owners have a very close relationship with their bookkeepers, and they need you. They appreciate you. They get frustrated a lot of times with the tax accountants because they don't understand what the tax accountants are saying, and the tax accountants get so busy and so swamped that they struggle with keeping up communication a lot of times. Now, I'm generalizing, so if you're a tax accountant in the group, don't shoot me. But that's what I've seen a lot. If you have a tax accountant that is really good at communicating and really good at explaining taxes, don't ever fire them because it's kind of rare from what I've seen. So being able to learn a little bit about that stuff in our academy so you can kind of be the liaison between your client and their tax person is so super helpful. But again, this is your business. So if you have a client that yells at you, all you have to do is fire them. Nobody has to work with anyone that's a jerk. And there are so many clients out there. There's like 22 million businesses that are operating in the US alone every year. So I only had about 35 clients when I was making $200,000 a year. So you don't have to keep crappy clients. If they're jerks, you just kindly let them go and find someone else. So don't worry about that. But yeah, it's always also great to set good expectations with your clients. So that kind of helps you avoid any animosity or any kind of, upset clients or expectations gone awry. So if you just say, let them know, hey, I planned on getting this done by Friday, but it looks like since I didn't get your statements till Wednesday, it's probably going to be next Friday before I get this done. Just always keeping in communication. That's all people care about. They just want to know that you're taking care of them and that you can communicate with them when and if there has to be a change, and keeping them, like, as a business owner, they've got a lot of things that they're juggling. And as long as they know that things are happening and that you haven't forgotten about them, they're typically really happy. So great question. Don't be embarrassed to ask that. Like I said, there are no stupid questions. Danielle says, read the book start to finish on Friday, couldn't put it down. Awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. I get that a lot, and I hope it was helpful. And if you want to book a call, Danielle, and talk about it, we can help you point you in the right direction for the next steps. We would love to hop on a call. Carmela says, yes, it's great. George says, where are Canadian members sourcing their clients? Facebook? Yeah, I mean, same Canadian students can find their clients exactly the same way as I suggest for US clients and everyone alike, and UK clients as well. There are so many different ways, but it works the same. I'm going to make it really simple for you guys though. The best way to find clients is to just tell everyone that you know and that you talk to that you do bookkeeping. All you have to do is tell people, and so many people need your services. And if you have a decent relationship with them or you're building a relationship with them, they will consider you. So talking to people and letting them know what you do, that's the number one thing. Checking in with them often. That's always helpful too, because people get busy and whoever's top of mind, they're the winners. So it's really, really easy to get clients. And everything, all of this stuff is all covered in detail in the marketing and mindset course. So you can we can walk you through step by step. Kamarla says, oh, I meant for my books, my husband's business. Oh, okay. Wanda says, if you can't afford the academy, would you recommend the $1,000 course you offer? If you later want or can't afford the academy, can the $1,000 go towards the academy? Wanda, if you can't do the academy now, I would suggest trying to apply for our funding specialist and just seeing what you get. A lot of times, like we've had students that have had payments as low as $186 a month. And we recommend that you charge a minimum of $300 a month for each client. So even once you get your first client, you're going to be profitable. So we would definitely like to talk with you about potentially trying to apply for funding if you really know that you want to be in the academy. We don't generally offer price adjustments when you come into the Bookkeeper Academy for previous purchases. So we can work with you a little bit. So whenever you're ready, definitely book a call and chat with us about it. But if you're wanting to get started with this and you absolutely, there is no way that you can get into the academy right now, I definitely would recommend starting with the course and going from there. We have an option to do help tickets for people that aren't able to join the academy, or maybe for people that just want to have an occasional Zoom call. They're not as affordable as joining the academy and getting all of the support, but you can, for $197, you can hop on a 30-minute Zoom call with someone from our team, and we'll help walk you through whatever issue that you have. So there is that option too. So if you get the course and you get a client, you're like, oh my gosh, I just really need somebody to walk me through this first one, you can always book a help ticket. But I think it would be a really great idea to just make sure you've exhausted all of the options before you decide to go that route, especially if you know you want to be in the academy. Great question. Corrine says, yes, I gave my 2 weeks notice to my job, but they asked me if I could help them part-time 2 days a week until they hire someone. I just came back from a vacation to celebrate my 40th birthday. Awesome. Happy birthday. I took a little break last week. I'm starting back fresh this week to focus on growing my business while helping my old employer a few days a week. That's awesome. I am enjoying the flexibility that this opportunity can offer. That's great. Yes, I had a student in the past that kind of went through that. She grew her bookkeeping business, was able to actually drop down part-time to her job and realized she still loved her job. So she didn't want to give it up, but she loved the fact that she only had to work part-time now, because then she could be home for her baby so much more and not have to give up all that time with her little one. So that is super awesome. I'm excited for you. Lydia says, I wanted to ask you if you've benefited from joining BNI. If so, how did you work it? Yes, I love BNIs. I love referral groups. I love anything where you can network. Definitely visit a few groups, find one that you like and that you really connect with the members, because you're going to get the most out of it if you become like really close with these people. You become family with them. You learn a lot about their businesses. You help them grow their businesses, and in turn, it just comes back tenfold to you. I paid $400. Let's see. I paid $400 to join my BNI group. And gosh, I ended up getting, I know I got it for free. I was in there for 2 years. The first year, I think I won a prize. I won the prize at the Christmas contest and like won $500. So I basically got it for free. And I think the second year I somehow did too. I can't remember, but it was like $400 for the whole year to join. And we had I don't know, maybe like 10 to 12 members in the group. And of course, I was the only bookkeeper. So everyone else in the group worked with other businesses, like insurance agent. She worked with a lot of business owners. So she would refer people to me if they needed bookkeeping help. And I would refer my clients to her if they needed insurance. So it was really, really great. But the more that you get put into it, the more you'll get out of it. And for me, I brought a lot of visitors to the group and exposed all my visitors to all of the other business owners in the group. And that was how I really helped to contribute to the group. And in turn, I got a lot of referrals from everybody as well. So it's a really great group, but you do have to put some work into it. I'd say I probably spent about 4 hours a week kind of dedicated to the networking group. So it can be a really good thing, but definitely visit some and make sure that it's a good fit for you, because not all of them are the same. So you want to make sure that you really like all the other members in the group. Savannah says, I have my first discovery call with a potential client tomorrow. Do you have any advice to sound professional? Oh, awesome. Congratulations, Savannah. That's exciting. Yeah, so the best thing that you guys can do for discovery calls is first go back through the Provide Amazing Service to Your Clients course and watch the initial conversation, like role play that I have in there. But you're going to have the best luck on these calls by asking lots of questions and letting the client talk. So you want to hear all about their business. You want to know what their needs are. You want to know what they've experienced in the past from other bookkeepers, what they're hoping to accomplish by hiring you. You want to know all of this stuff. You want to know, make sure you ask all the information about from the quoting flow chart that we have in the course as well. So that way you can work up an appropriate quote. So once you ask all these questions, write all this stuff down, tell them, okay, thank you so much for sharing all this stuff. I know I can help you. I have a couple of options that I'm thinking of. So let me put together a little proposal, and then let's schedule a time, maybe in like 2 days, to get back on the phone and go over it. And so get that second call booked. So that way you don't want them to like stall and not get back on the phone with you. So that's what I would suggest. And then if you're in the academy, or you want to book a discovery call, or you want to get some feedback, then you can share some of that information and we can help you with the quote. If you have any questions about the quote or how to put together the proposal. And I always suggest, if you're going to send someone a proposal, either talk to them beforehand, be really upfront with the price, and then send them the proposal afterwards. I personally like to talk about the price with the client on the phone. So if you have a ballpark idea of what you're going to quote them before you get off, you can kind of throw that out there just so they know. A lot of times, if you don't talk about price at all, or you just email them the quote later, they may ghost you for a while as they're thinking about it. So that's kind of my advice there. Ask lots of questions, write it all down, and then get feedback if you need help quoting. So Savannah, if you have more questions on that, let me know. Hey, Chelsea, she said she hopped on late due to getting the kids in bed. I know, I kind of get to miss out on bedtime on Tuesdays. And there's a handful of people from KC area in the academy, that's right. Yeah, but that's good to know, Chelsea, that your clients love you and you've never been yelled at. Yeah, most of the time, clients love us because we are like their second brain. We keep them organized, we keep their business under control, and if they have questions, they can just dump them on us. And what's great about being in the academy is your clients are gonna ask you everything, because you kind of are like the heart surgeon for them, because you're going to have a peek right into the heart of their business. Like, you're going to see all of their finances and everything. So they're going to really trust you. And even though you may be unqualified for a lot of the answers for the questions that they ask you, they're going to ask you anyway. So it's kind of nice to be in the academy, because then you can provide some like extra help and extra guidance to them and be able to help them in ways even beyond what a normal bookkeeper can do. So it makes you feel really good to be able to provide, extra things to them as well. And they appreciate that, and they do love you. Most clients love their bookkeepers. Shelly says, could you tell me how many students have gone through the academy and how many of them are making more than, say, $40,000 a year? Oh gosh, that would be really, really hard. Right now, let's see, in the past, so we've kind of changed our structure a little bit. I'm always making improvements to the program. However, I can see that it's going to make a better impact on the students, I make that change. So sometimes that means we bring on more team members. Sometimes that means I change the support options or add new courses or things like that. So we have some different options. But prior to July of 2020, we had about 300 students in our support group. And then since July, we kind of started fresh with a new support group, and we have about 200 people in there now. And we have quite a few people that have bought our course over the last several years. So I can't tell you exactly how many people are making over 40,000 a year, but I do know there's at least 40 or 50 people that are probably making $100,000 or more a year. There's a lot of people that are probably making between 20 and 60,000 a year. But the cool thing about this business is that every single person has a different goal and different plan with it. Maybe some people do want to make 100,000 a year. Maybe some people only want to make 40. Maybe some people only want to make 10,000 a year because they just need a vacation fund or something to focus on while their kids are little. And everyone also does this in a totally different time span. Some people are able to like rush right into it and they're able to grow their business fast. Other people are really just taking their time because they're juggling a lot of full-time jobs, several kids at home, virtual learning, that kind of stuff. So, which is cool about the bookkeeping business because you can grow it and keep it at whatever level that you want. So, but there are a ton of super successful people. And that, like I said, I only typically hire people to come back in and coach the students after they've gone through our program and now they have a successful business. So you can see that we do have a lot of people that come back and do it. And so sorry, I can't give you like a concrete number. I don't really track a lot of it. But success is really completely up to you. You will 100% be successful if you follow our program. And so if you want this, you can do it. Hands down. Chelsea says, before saving taxes, I'm at just over 36 a year already with reoccurring. Oh gosh, that's so great, Chelsea. Okay, so she's only been open for 6 months. That's awesome. And that will only be going up as I add clients, and I've only been open for 6 months. That's so exciting. Wow, that is really, really great, Chelsea. I'm so excited for you. You are very welcome, Carrie. Catherine says, I'm really scared to just put myself out there to get a client. Yep, that is the only thing that ever holds my students back. Their mindset or fear, imposter syndrome, that kind of stuff. Our mindset calls in the academy are probably our most important feature, and just having that community and that sense of family to really help you and support you is what's great. So if you aren't in the academy, definitely hop on a call and let's chat about it, because I would hate for anybody to not do this just because they're scared. And trust me, I totally understand. It's not easy to get up on a Facebook Live in a group of 20,000 people. So everything can be scary at times, and you will actually just get used to it at some point. I used to get really grouchy, and like I still do sometimes, before I have to get on a live or get on a Zoom call, or before I used to go to networking groups. That was how my fear manifested. I could get really angry and I wouldn't really know why, but it's just because it's like this, it is scary. It's like scary, like a new thing, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. It'll change your life. So Catherine, tell me a little bit more about your situation, because it really helps too if you focus on your why. Like, why do you even want to do this? And if you can really constantly think about that, then it's not as scary anymore. So, but also just having that support is so helpful, because everyone in the academy, myself included, have felt what you're feeling, and we've been there, I promise. Tammy says, I just had a discovery call and really looking forward to joining the academy. Yes, I'm nervous, but ready to push forward. I need my time freedom back. Awesome, Tammy. Yay, congratulations. I'm super excited to have you in there. You're going to love it. It's going to be so fun, and it's so worth it. Sherry says, with the BNI, are there referral requirements? I don't know. Well, some groups do want you to contribute. And if you're not a contributing member, they may not ask you to renew your membership when it's up in a year. But it's really not hard to meet the requirements. As long as you're just being active in the group, then, you're going to be good. And like I said, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So you'll want to be active. You'll want to do stuff. And Tammy says, you are not alone. I am too, but you've got this. That's right. The support in this group is amazing. Catherine says, thank you, Tammy and Kareen. I'm in the course, but I'm just so nervous to put myself out there while feeling like I still don't know enough. I just am lacking the confidence. Yep, everyone goes through this. It's actually kind of surprising if people don't feel like they're an imposter, that they don't have confidence enough to do this. Definitely just keep hopping on calls and chatting through this with Megan and the team. and connecting with some of the other students in the group that have already, grown their businesses and stuff, because it'll help you feel good. But don't forget, if you're in the academy, you have the unlimited one-on-one calls. So all you got to do is just get that first client, and we're going to literally walk you through everything. So you will have so much confidence after you complete that first client, that you will feel so much better. So don't sit and stew for several months, because you'll kick yourself once you get your client that you wasted months to do this. And also even have Megan tell you her story. Megan is the lead student mentor in the group. She's the first one that went through our course when I first launched it, that actually was able to quit her job and do this full time. So Megan, she enrolled in the program in May of 2019, and she was too scared to even file for her LLC until June 25th. And then once she did that, she was like, okay, fine, I'm tired of living in fear. I'm going to do this. And 3 weeks, she had her first client. So by July 15th, she had her first client. She did so well, and she kept going and kept going and kept going, that by November, she was able to quit her job. So just accept it. Everyone has fear. Everybody feels this way, even people that have a CPA license. Everyone feels this way. So accept the fear and just keep going forward and keep taking action. And yes, Tammy's right. You're the professional. What you've learned in the academy and what you've learned by going through the coursework is probably 10 times more than most business owners know about their own books. So you're already one step ahead of them. So like let's say a business owner on a scale of 1 to 10, they may be at a 3 with bookkeeping knowledge. You may only be at a 4 or a 5 right now, but you still know more than they do. And you have a huge team behind you to help you get up to a 7, 8, and so on. So think of it that way. Oh, there's Megan. Make sure you come to the mindset calls and join the book club. Fear is my homeboy will help so much. Yes, that's the book that you guys are reading, isn't it? Awesome. Let's see. Catherine says, I was actually in the last 2 via Facebook, but I'm still struggling, I guess, feeling confident selling myself and my abilities when I really don't know anything yet. I've spent nearly 10 years training staff to be qualified and over-prepared for their job roles, because we want them to feel confident in their knowledge before we put them out there. So it's hard to break that mindset to just learn to very basic basics, then ask others to trust me with their financial security. Well, Robin has a great thing to say with that too, because there's a lot of people that say, oh, you guys can't do this, you don't have experience, you don't have a degree. A lot of other accountants in the field will tell you that, but that's not true, and you can do it, especially with our support. And you just have to know that you're not going to allow any bad work to go out. So even if you don't know something right now, you're going to learn it, and you're going to find the answer, and you're going to make sure that their books are perfect. And we have all the tools in the academy to make sure that all of those conditions are met. So ask Robin next time you get on a Zoom call, and she will tell you that she got over that same fear, that same thought process, when she finally told herself that there is no way she's ever going to disappoint her client. So as long as you know that that's the case, it doesn't matter what you know right now, because you're going to make sure that your client has perfect financials no matter what. So we're going to help you with that. I would join in on the Zoom meetings, but I work Mondays at my current job, so I can't. I can pop in an AirPod and listen though. Yeah, that'd be great. Don't forget, you can also watch the replays as well. You can watch them later, and then you can even talk about this on the other Zoom calls. So if there's any other ones that you can hop on, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or the Friday sales calls, definitely hop on those and talk about that as well. You can ask any questions. Mindset questions are great to ask on the regular Zoom calls as well. Kaylin says, I'm struggling with this also. It's a bit overwhelming. I'm not sure where you are at in the process, but I just started and I already feel this way. If you ever want to chat, I'm here. Awesome. Yes, definitely band together, guys. You guys can do it. Just don't forget why you joined, okay? You joined for a reason. Don't let anything stop you to get to that goal, okay? Because you have every tool in your tool belt right now. You just need to sharpen them. So you got to get a client in order to sharpen them. So don't feel bad. Don't let yourself be scared for too long. Um, Rashay, okay, I think someone, uh-oh, I lost my place. Oh, BNI is a referral group. It's a group of business owners, and they all help each other grow their business by passing referrals and connecting people. And there's usually only like one industry in each spot. So like if you join a BNI group, there's only going to be you as the bookkeeper. No other bookkeepers are going to be in there. Only one real estate agent, one insurance agent, one financial advisor, one cleaning company, and so on and so forth. So if anyone needs any of those services, you get to refer your clients and your friends and family to them. And then they do the same for you. So that's kind of what a BNI is. Kim says, my fear is that no one will hire me as a novice bookkeeper. Okay, so, well, first of all, you're also hiring them. You are interviewing them. So this is a mutual relationship. So definitely don't look at it as like you're an employee. You're not their employee. You are the doctor to their financial business, to their financial records. So you're going to be the vendor that goes in and says, yeah, I can help you with that. Yeah, I can totally take that off of your plate. And if you exude some confidence, even if it's fake confidence at first, you'll definitely get clients. Every single person in my academy has started off as a novice bookkeeper. We even have people in there that do have like their CPA license or tax training. Like there's even Lauren, she's one of our student mentors. I think she has a master's in taxation. Okay, but nobody's experienced in doing bookkeeping for multiple businesses. I wasn't even prepared, and I worked at a CPA firm. So when I started my business, I was not ready or prepared to do bookkeeping for multiple businesses. And I learned on the fly too. So that's definitely a fear that's not valid. So just like remind yourself that this is just irrational emotions, and then just keep taking action and keep doing things that's going to get you clients, because people will hire you. It's definitely going to happen as long as you follow the program and you follow the steps, and you get support when you're lacking, when you're feeling incompetent and you need some help. And also too, if you do struggle with getting clients, or you do struggle with your leads turning into clients, then getting feedback is so important. Whether you're talking this through with someone in our academy or asking these potential people, hey, can you just give me some feedback? Like, why did you say no? That kind of stuff, as hard as it is to hear, you need to hear that, because then you know what you might need to change for the future. Catherine says, thank you. I really appreciate everything you're saying. It means a lot. Absolutely. I am here to help. I want everyone to succeed. We can lead you guys to water, but you guys all have to do the drinking. So, but I am happy to do as much leading as I possibly can so that you guys can all be super successful. Catherine says, or Kaylin says, I think it would be super helpful to talk to people in the group who are going through the startup process at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. Every day we join. If you want to click on like in the Piece of Cake support group, we have all those tags. So you can filter posts by topics. And if you click on introduction posts, you can kind of search through there and see who the newer members are and just start reaching out to them. You can also get on the Zoom calls and ask Megan. Megan talks to so many people every week that she would be able to connect you with another student that may be going through the same thing and get you guys connected so you can be kind of like accountability partners. Leslie says, I'll likely be joining the academy in the near future, and I'm excited. I struggle with confidence and already feel the imposter syndrome coming on. I think the fear will be much lower and my confidence higher, knowing I'd be backed up with so much help through the academy. Do you have a lot of students that take on more difficult clients because they know they have help walking through it? Yes, first of all, congratulations. I'm excited for you to join as well. It's going to be great. The Academy definitely helps to push you through that imposter syndrome, even though everyone feels that, no matter if they're in there or not. But the Academy does really help you get past that, help you feel supported. I do think that a lot of the students in the Academy are able to say yes and take on pretty much any client that they want, because they know they have the support, that if someone in the Academy can't figure it out, I should be able to. And if I can't, I can bring someone in to figure it out as well. So the only industry that I would suggest, that I typically suggest my students do not take on unless they have additional training, is someone in the cannabis industry that is dabbling with THC. That is a little bit more complicated, but everything else, every other industry is okay to take on. Doing actual inventory control for clients is a little bit advanced, but you can still take clients that have inventory. We've got ways around that. So, but yeah, you can definitely take on more difficult and higher paying clients because you've got the support in the academy. Absolutely. But also, there's nothing wrong with keeping it simple. I chose to have a lot of small, simple businesses because it was just easier to manage that way than the more expensive, difficult clients. So whatever you want to do and whatever you end up choosing to do, we can support you through it. Sherry says, in the academy, is there support outside of scheduled hours, outside of the first client? Whoops, it always refreshes on me. So we have the set Zoom calls, and we've got 5 calls every week, and then 6 calls like every other week that you can hop on. And then the one-on-one calls are unlimited for your first client. Outside of that, you can post any question at any time, 24 hours a day in the support group, and we do our best to answer those. So if you struggle getting on a call or whatever. Now, if you're in the mastermind, there is an additional call also that's available to you on Wednesdays. Plus, you also have unlimited Voxer support with me. So you can ask me questions 24/7, and I get back to you. I'm pretty quick. Occasionally, I take a day off here and there, but most of the time, I get back to everyone like right away. But as far as like let's say you need an answer like ASAP, there's really no emergencies when it comes to bookkeeping. Your clients may act like there's an emergency, but there's not really. No one's going to die if they don't get their financial statements. And their house isn't going to fall apart. They're not going to lose the loan because you have to take an extra 24 hours to, finish up their books. So there's really no emergency. So if there's something that comes up outside of scheduled Zoom hours, it can usually wait till the next one. So, but we've got a lot of options for you if it is something time sensitive. So Sherry, if you have more questions on that, let me know. For instance, for client questions and our business questions. Yes. Yeah. So, we strive to get our students answers quickly so that they can turn around and get their clients the answers quickly. But whenever you get a client that asks you a question that you would like to double check with someone from our team first, all you have to do is tell your client, hey, that's a great question. I know the answer to this, but there's one thing I want to check into before I tell you, just so that I'm not wrong. So let me look into something real quick, and then I will get back with you tomorrow. That's all you have to do. And they're usually like, okay, great, no problem. So that kind of is a good out for you to be able to be like, help, I have no idea what my client asked me. How do I answer this? And, then you can still look like a rock star and make your client happy. Leah says, I joined the academy 2 weeks ago and this support is amazing. Awesome. I'm so glad you're loving it. Yay, that's my goal. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Tiffany Ware. She is manning the Have Your Cake and Eat It Too Facebook page, and she is answering questions. Appreciate you. Chelsea says, I have a $1,000 a month client that is a little more complicated and wouldn't be able to do without the academy. That's awesome. $1,000 a month is so great. Right after you posted that, Kim Smith said she got a $1,000 a month client as well. That is so exciting. Yay, you guys are great. Let's see. Kashubu says, I'll be joining shortly too. Awesome. I thought I saw your name on the list. Right now, my financial level is so much disturbed. However, I inspired via all the reviews from Facebook group. I am also worried since not having any kind of knowledge, but also excited. And I really hope this will change my life. I will try all my best. Awesome. Yes. We are so excited to support you. We are in the business of changing lives. So it's more about that than it is about teaching bookkeeping skills. We really want everyone to have life transformations. So super excited. to help everybody. I hope I answered everyone's questions, but if not, definitely keep posting here and we will answer them even after the live is over. And we come back here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time to answer questions. So if you want to hop on again next Tuesday, or you have a friend that you want to check this out, or your spouse or significant other, or family member, definitely come back next Tuesday, tag them in the live, say hi. And if you guys have any more questions, you can book a call with us. Email us at info@tiffanyhiggins.com, post in the group, message the business page. We are available everywhere. So, all right, thanks guys. I'm gonna go put my kids to bed. I look forward to seeing you guys all next week. Bye.